What is going on, guys? It's Caden and I'm back with another Transformers video. Today we are going to be reviewing the Earthrise Optimus Prime, which is basically a modern, well, not modern, I wouldn't say modern, but cheaper masterpiece Optimus Prime, which is what I'm going to call it, because it's basically the same thing as the masterpiece Optimus Prime, other than certain things that I will detail in this review. And the biggest detail is price point, which I will detail later in this video. So let's start off with the figure. This figure has a nice weight to it. There's no die-cast metal in it, which honestly wasted opportunity. They could have made some of the joints out of die-cast, but it's a Hasbro figure. I'm not surprised that they didn't include any die-cast in it, but some die-cast at the smokestacks would have been nice, and it would have been nice if the smokestacks were taller. But those are just petty little nitpicks from someone who didn't grow up with the original Transformers, so those points can just move to the side. So let's get to the sculpted in detail on this figure. This figure has some really nice mechanical detail, whether it's like on the side of the arm, like right here. Those are some unnecessary details, but I'm glad that they're there. A reflective sticker for the Autobot logo. The face, the head sculpt is really nice. I really like this head sculpt. You can't really see his eyes, but they're a nice shade of deep blue. Can't really see it because the lighting in my room is not that good. But they have the little headlight things, which are strangely unpainted. I don't understand why. If I can get the camera to focus here. All right, there we go. You could see that he has the little dots from like the original figure for their transformation, and I really like that. I don't know why I really like it, but I do. He's got the little yellow on the crotch plate from the original cartoon, and one thing that I noticed is the gap underneath here from because of the transformation. I don't have a problem with it. I thought I'd have more of a problem with it, but I really don't. So yeah. But let's come down to the legs. Very nice detail. If I panel line this thing, I feel like it would look 10 times better. But you got the vent feet, because you know it's Optimus Prime. Wheels are very nice. The back of the figure could be better, but I can't complain. It's all the price you have to pay for the transformation, which love it, but we'll get to that later. The main gripe I have with this figure is most likely these back wheels, because one, they get in the way of some posability, but not all the way in the way. Like, it can't move at all, but it does restrict the posability. So if you wanted full posability, I'm going to show you what you want to do. So speaking of posability, let's get straight into it. So the head is on a swivel. My copy of the figure, it gets tight right around the middle section, but as soon as I get past that, it becomes like a free ball joint. I have no idea why. I don't know if it's like chipping away at what's on the ball joint. I have no idea, but I've learned to just slowly pose the head. So, yeah. Full 360 at the arm. Oh wait, I forgot to mention, it can look up that far and down that far. Pretty much a full rotation at the arm. Arm can move back that far, which is more for the transformation. Arm moves out, which it's been out the whole time. Bicep swivel. Elbow bend. Wrist swivel. Fingers are on a hinge joint. More figures need this. A waist This is the posability I was talking about. So what you want to do if you want the full 360 rotation is you want to just take this. It's on just a clip with a bar on the back. So what you want to do is you just want to take that, pop that right off, and there you go. No longer your problem. Why did I do that? So now you get a fairly tight but unlimited waist swivel. I'm just gonna leave that off for now. leg can kick, can move back not that far, but it's good it can move back at all. On the original figure, you could only move it to about here because the crotch guard was not separated, it was just one solid piece, which is something I'm really glad that they did with this figure. So, yeah, Hasbro, you've learned. Swivel at the leg, can do a full 360. Bend at the knee, no knee swivel. No toe bend, but you can point it down, but that's more for the transformation. And a ankle pivot that locks into place. So the posability on this figure is actually pretty good. I actually like it a lot. So, oh, I almost forgot to mention accessory. I know it comes with a trailer. I do not currently have it with me. That is at my grandma's. I'll explain why in a different video. Here is the ion rifle that pretty much every modern Optimus Prime should come with. If it doesn't, then I don't understand why. You know, holds it pretty normally, but if you don't want it in his hand, you can store it on the back. Like so. You could use either this peg or this peg. Alright, so now, with that out of the way, let me just put this back on the figure. What we're going to do now is get down to the transformation. So what you want to do is you want to make sure everything is nice and straightened out. So now, first step, bend the elbows. Second step, move the elbows out. Third step, flip these panels out. The hands are going to fold into these panels, and then you want to lock that up. Move the arms back into place. Then you want to you want to separate the lower ab section from the top section. Oh wait, I forgot to mention Matrix of Leadership. It's pretty loose on my copy. There we go. You want to open that up. It's connected by two tabs right here that connect into these two slots. So what you want to do now is you want to hold on, let me get this in frame. You want to lift up this chest and deploy this false front piece. You want to come underneath it and then flip out these panels. I want to bring that down. Move these arms all the way back. Let's come to the back now. You want to get these out of the way. Fold out these all the way and then flip that down. That gives this whole section room to spin all the way around. So now you want to make sure that these are folded all the way out. Snap that into place. Come to the back. Tab both of those sides in. Make sure that they snap when you tab them in. Bring the arms back down. Hold on. Bring the arms back down. Come to the back. You can see that these little ab sections right here are on hinge joints. So you just want to flip those inward. Make sure that they're closest together. So that way you can fold in the arms. Then you fold in these two panels. Make sure that they line up with the arms. You want to flip out this back panel. Fold in the head. Tab that in. Snap in the legs. Lift up the feet. Close down the toes. Make sure that that whole section, it doesn't tab in or anything, it just sits there. And then you want to plug in the wheels. And then flip out these intakes. And now we have Optimus Prime's vehicle mode. There's really nothing else to say. It's basically G1 Optimus Prime. It's the most straight ahead G1 Optimus Prime we've had since, I want to say, Classics 06, which I never owned, but that was what everyone called the most streamlined G1 Optimus Prime. So, yeah. There's no interior behind these doors. It's just the tabs that you had to fold them into, and then Optimus Prime's head. Front windows still open. Still reveal the Matrix. There is actually a trailer hitch here, and then another one here because of the retooling of the old Optimus. So, don't understand that, but okay. You can take the gun, fold it in half, and make sure it clicks. And then you could plug it right into there. And there you go. That's pretty much it. There's really nothing else to say about this truck. I really like the colors they went for on this figure though. It's honestly really nice, and it's a lot more vibrant in person. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, there is a Bandai, why did I say Bandy? Bandai Tamashii Nations Act 5 stand port to right here. That's what that's compatible with. Or you could just use like the standard clips. You could use whatever figure stand you have. It'll most likely work unless it's like a masterpiece figure stand. But other than that, that is pretty much it for today's video, guys. If you did, please make sure to give it a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Deuces with 2 fingers.